If I need to mention one common mistake that I saw most people making in the last 6 years that I'm doing ecom, it would be that they have absolutely no clue on where to improve in the customer journey. I saw people testing 5 to 10 new products every day with a very low CPC, a very low CPM and a very good CTR, and complaining that nothing works. And then I checked their store and it was full of mistakes. If your foundation, the store, is not good, you can never scale and you will never be profitable. And that's why today I'm gonna review some random ecom stores, share my vision, tell you guys where I think they should improve. Let's not waste more time, let's dive into my screen. First of all, I'm gonna review Amelia's web store. As you can see, I just go from top to down, so we'll review every aspect. The logo is, okay. Many people stay stuck in this phase for a long time. That's not necessary at all. Just create a logo. Doesn't need to be very fancy or very outstanding. Doesn't make any sense. Of course, it needs to look clean. Then, first of all, the brand colors. My first impression of this site is that it's quite good how the brand colors are chosen, because I see a lot of jewelry with also blue in it. Here you also see more green even though, so it's first of all important that you have one brand color that you see everywhere on the website, so it gets recognizable for the customer. I don't think I would have chosen this color, but as the store has a lot of jewelry with blue as well, it makes sense in that way. Then the Black Friday sale, this is fine. Buy 2, get 1 free, free gifts when you buy more. Then the collections, alright. A little story behind the brand, that's fine. Then we come here. They put the discount here, bestseller, low stock, that's also nice. What I would do is I make the prices bold, so especially the sales price, so it stands out a bit more. That's what I would do. And what I always recommend is to make it feel branded as much as possible. You need to think like, okay, who's your customer? I'm always more a fan if the customer is a woman, especially, to make all the buttons a bit more rounded. So not like with this sharp hooks in it. Always make it a bit more rounded to let it be a bit more feminine, okay? I don't know if it's just me, but that's my vision on stores where you sell to women. To make it a bit more rounded, the pictures maybe even, but especially the buttons, also these buttons, they made it a bit rounded, as you can see here. Here it's a bit less, so always make sure that that's also the same, very important. Save $84, that's fine. What I would probably do in the most time is make the sales price and the discount in the same color, because in that way the customer feels it like it's connected to each other, so they see the sale and then they see the price and they feel like, okay, they are connected to each other and they see it more quickly in one eyesight. I'm not gonna stay still too long at this page. Customers, this is just fine. This looks a bit cheap to me, also too much space between it, so you need to scroll a lot, as you can see, to see the whole page. Then here we have the contact information, and that's fine. But what I always will do is put the most important thing for the customer up, so they see it in first place. What is very important is that they see a customer service email to reach. I will always put this up, and then the other less important things more down. This is okay, this is all fine. So just put this up, that's what I would do. First we check the menu with the collections, contact, track your order, new arrivals, login. Login is a bit more small, would make this the same font size. But to be honest, the login I would remove. If you're just starting out, you will not have many customer profiles in the beginning, so maybe remove this. Secret mystery offer, so join me on the other side. That's good. Then we go to the collections. What I would do here as well is like contact details. So they see it in one eyesight, they don't need to open things. Just show that you're reachable, that's very important. Then we go to the collections. Let's just see the bestsellers. Again, this loads very slow. Buy 2, get 1 free, up to 8% plus free shipping. Okay, then let's check this one. Okay, first of all, this looks quite clean. This is very good. Same logo, yes. Okay, that's good. Most of the times when you have reviews here, I would like to, when you click on it, that you go to a review section. So the customer literally sees like, okay, the reviews are based on this and it's not just put there. That's what I would always do. This is also a verified buyer section. It's also nice. What I see already is that here you have the save 80% in blue, but here you have it in green. So I will always make that the same color, so it's again recognizable for the customer. So or make it green here, or make it red, or whatever. Or when it's a Black Friday offer, you maybe can make it black. And if you can give a reason for the sale, it's always good to do this here as well. So you can put the offer here, so you show the customer that this is the reason for the sale, and it looks less scammy as well. Up to 80% off was applied last. Buy together free. Lifetime color guarantee and hypoallergenic. Okay. What I see almost always go wrong with jewelry sites is that they put color and then gold and silver. And if I see this, I don't have any clue what the material is. And if I would be a customer of a jewelry store, I always want to know what's the material. Even if it's not real gold, you still want to know. And people don't think that for $27, $28, you can get real gold. So they understand. But at the same time, they want to have that confirmation, what is the material of this jewelry. So, or put it on the photos already, which is very easy for the customer to see, or put it somewhere here in a USP, or make it here like in a variant or whatever. It doesn't matter, but now you have just color, gold, silver without seeing quickly what the material is. For me, this is a bit too busy. You have here this text in this style, then this, then this. You have paper here as well, and then the Black Friday, which is again in a different color. A lot of colors, it's almost a rainbow as you can see. So try to get this a bit more clean. Also, the way this is done, I think it's not very clean. You can do it way more clean in a section or with some coding. Also, the font is again way bigger than here. So yeah, I will try to make it a bit more clean, to be honest. Details, handmade items, style, country, hypoallergenic. Again, here in the details, it doesn't say anything about the material. And trust me, if people buy jewelry, they want to know the material. Because, yeah, you say hypoallergenic, but they want to have the confirmation like, okay, it's maybe from sterling silver or maybe from, you know, whatever you can make jewelry with. But always, yeah, mention the material in the product page as soon as possible above here, so it's a confirmation for the customer. Shipping information, free, each jewelry hurricane made, and once your order is on the way, you will receive tracking number. Okay, this is clean, our commitment to you. Also make sure you get all the fonts exactly the same. It looks like each other, but I have the feeling it's not all the same. For example, here it's again a different font, then here it's a different font, and that makes it really busy to check and maybe a bit confused for the customer as well. Lifetime guarantee, that's good to do if you really do it. 100,000 customers love our. You see, again a different font, but this is really good to do. What you can do, I don't know if you have more reviews, is in the code you can put that when people click on these reviews, they go to this section, okay? So then you give directly a reason for the reviews here, and they see that you have actually reviews as well. So I will do that. Okay. Risk-free shopping, family owned, will to last, give ready package. Sure you love these two. Now I would make this maybe in a slide, so people can slide like this, because now it takes a while before they reach the FAQ, which is for this section quite important, because the questions they ask themselves here, as you see, how is Amelia jewelry fade proof, maybe waterproof, what material, it's quite important for them to know, and they will have these questions, and these could be objections for them not to buy. So if you hide the FAQ all the way down here, yeah, it's quite far, they need to scroll a lot, and the chances are high that they don't even see it. Then I see here trust badges like this, and here as well. You can do this, but for me, again, it looks really busy. I don't know where to look, and there are a lot of things, a lot of text, and try to make it a bit more simple. Ready to experience true craftsmanship, yeah, okay, this is all good. What I would prefer always in the footer is put again the logo of the shop to make it a bit more branded. And yeah, here you have how you ship it. If you really ship it like this, it's nice. But also keep in mind that jewelry is, a lot of times, it's a gift to people. And with a jewelry store, I would always advise to show how the packaging looks like. Because people like to know, when they want to give it as a gift, that it's in a nice package. So if you have that, show it. And if you don't have it, make sure you improve it. And you show it as well on the product page. So people see directly how they receive it and how they can gift it to someone else. If it's not like this, be careful with that, because you can have disappointed customers, and that's something you don't want these days. So you never want that, of course, but these days with all the payment provider issues, it's very important to deliver what they see. So make sure you do that. All right, that's about the product page. I think you can add a bit more like social proof in terms of reviews per product. What I always would do is per product, especially if a winner, maybe you have it but I didn't see it, is for example with Lux or with Judge Me a Review section, where you have photos for that specific product, so they can literally see how the product arrives and how it is in real life. Because that's very important for customers these days, that they see photos from other customers on how the product actually looks like, and in that way you convince them better to buy. It's an extra USP for your website if they can see how it actually looks like. Alright, then we add it to cart, and we have the cart here. Due to high demand, items in the cart only stay for 15 minutes maybe in total. I don't know. I think I already had something in the cart. I don't know how, but 20 minutes. Alright. Buy 2, get 1 free. Add 3 items to unlock deal. You are okay. Free shipping. 2 products. I would make it. Maybe when it's 1. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay. 1 product away from a free item. This is very good to boost AOV. So this is a very good job that you do this. Maybe you can create something that they can choose their free item, because if they already have 2 of these, they will think like, okay, what do I have to do with the third one? So maybe you can add like some app or section that they can choose their own free item below a certain amount, which is maybe even better for your store and will improve your AOV a lot. Let's see, you'll love these. All right, this is very blurry, and this is something I see going wrong with a lot of stores. They have their payment icons, which should build more trust. They have it in a blurry way. It's not 100% sharp. I know I'm very criticizing right now, but to me it's not 100% sharp. Maybe it's the desktop where I'm on, but this you want to have 100% sharp, because what's more scammy as blurry payment icons. People will literally see it directly, and this is something you really don't want. What I would do here as well is make the discount a different color, and also make sure that what you have here, that it's exactly the same colors as you had on the product page. So again, it's recognizable for the customer, because now you have 3 times something different. First on the collection, you have the discount in green, and then you have here the discount in blue, the price in red, and then we are in the cart, and you have the price in black, and the discount again in green. So yeah, that's something I would do the same every step in the customer journey, so it's more recognizable and more trustable for the customer. Let's see. Then you have the add to cart button here, like white, something I would never do. Of course, people are saying, yeah, the color of your add to cart button has a lot of impact. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But one thing I know for sure, you need to make it stand out. And if you have the add to cart button white, it's not going to stand out, especially not on your store where you have so many colors. And then the most important thing they need to click on is white. So my eye is not falling on this one, and it should. So make sure that you give that a color that is outstanding, or at least in the same brand colors as the other buttons, because here you have it again in blue, and that's good. Okay, Amelia has 100,000 happy customers, free shipping worldwide, secret checkout, that's fine, that's good. Express checkout, order summary, yes. Here, this you can change to free, just free. That's always free because you have free shipping. So you can change this to free instantly. Then you have here email or mobile phone number. To be honest, I would change this always to email and then add the phone number as required or optional, depending on the country you're in. But always change this to email. You want to have as much emails as possible because that's very important for your email marketing. And also, more importantly, for the order confirmation, but also for the follow-up mails about the status of their order to decrease the amount of disputes and chargebacks. So always make sure that you enter your phone, the email here, and leave out the phone number. Email me with news and offers. Yeah, you can also change this to email me with updates about my order. It's not an advice, but it's just a trick how you can collect more emails. Then we have here, okay, you ship to these countries, first name, last name, address. Normally I fill this all in to check if everything's alright. I'm not going to do this now, but check it yourself to see if there are any errors. Phone optional, you have it here as well, I see, so that's good. So yeah, okay, you can do the same. This one you can change to I ship to you for free. Just fill in your address above in this sentence. So that's also another advantage for them to see that it's a free shipping, and also tells them to fill in the address here. And if they already did, this will be removed automatically. So that way it's always good to do that. Credit card, PayPal, that's it, the tip, okay. That's it. I think this should be alright, so yeah, should be fine. These are my tips, and let's go to the next one. Alright, James and Spencer. So this is another store, as you can see here. I think it's more fashion store, but if we look quickly, we see a lot of like boots here. So I assume it's mainly boots. Yeah, only one collection, and women's they have. By the way, a bit strange. I think these are men's shoes, so check this as well. These don't look like women's shoes, especially not these ones, for example. So yeah, I would recommend you to check your collections again. Let's go first to the homepage, and then we see like a woman in a fashion store. My first impression is that this is a fashion store for women, or at least a fashion store, all-around fashion store. The name is James and Spencer, which is a bit more for me a manly name. So that's already not like aligning with each other for me. Alright, so then we see this photo, I would replace it. Then I see 2 bars. This one is going way too fast, I get a bit dizzy even, and this one is also moving. I think this is too much. One of them could be good, but for me I always prefer like a clean look. So this is for me already too busy. A lot of text where style meets elegant, James Spencer, shop premium items, I don't know where to look. 2 bars that are going like this, so I would change this instantly. Then we have a collection men's boots, and I assume you're focusing on this right now. So then I would change the photo, which is more aligning with your ICP. You can make like a store photo with AI or a photo where the boots are being made with AI or wherever, but make sure this is aligning with your ICP. Okay, then we check the boots and these look good, but what I would prefer and what is very easy to do nowadays is to make all the products with the same background. You can easily do this with AI, so take advantage of this. This will look way more clean, way more professional, and will build the trust in the customer's eyes. So make sure that you have a same background for each photo. Okay, then we have the save 75% and the price, which is quite good like this. You choose to do it red, which is fine. Okay, second issue, I click on the variants, but the photo doesn't switch, you see? So that's also a problem in my eyes because, yeah, people want to see quickly the black variant or the gray variant. If I add this to the car, it's going up back again to the brown, the black. Here's it switching as you see. And yeah, this is hard to do, I know, but you want here as well a size chart. Then we scroll down and I see sale, then I see again a bag, like a bag for women. So yeah, again, not aligning with your ICP, if I'm right about the ICP and the hero product, but I think so. Then the FAQ, how can I track my order? Yeah, you say like, okay, you need to add it, but where do I need to add it? I don't understand. I don't see any link to the track your order or wherever. You need to understand people track this on the phone and they don't see order tracking here directly. So they scroll down and they don't know where to track it, you know. We offer free shipping. I would make this also way shorter, like in one sentence, because this is way too much information. Response time, yeah, okay. This is a bit too standard. Sign up. Here again, I would move this up. So this is the more important information for the customer. So you want to see that directly. Then here the powered by Shopify, I would immediately remove this. Very easy to do. And that's it. Overall, when I see this, I also don't see any brand colors. I don't see any brand identity. I don't have a warm feeling when I visit this store. I don't see anything where you can see like, okay, this is that brand because this is the recognizable color for this brand. You see, it's just black and white and that's it. So that's also a tip I would give you to choose one brand color which suits the hero product. For example, this could be like dark brown or whatever, because it's all leather boots or shoes, and then you have directly a more branded store. Put also some brand store like storyline on the hero on the homepage. For example, yeah, some information about the store, which again is better for the brand identity. Then we go to the men's boots because I think this is your hero product. Look, here you do it good. You see, so this is way better, and this is important that you add this to the whole store, so also to the homepage and so on. This is again way better with this photo, so make sure you do this for everything. Then this color you see here, I would use it as the brand color. So this header, for example, make it that color, so it's coming back. Then, for example, this you make it as well in that color, or this section. So you have different colors for different sections, or this section, for example. So you separate a bit more the sections in your store. Very important to do that to make it more look more clean and also more branded. We are officially entering our final closure sale. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then also for a store like this for men, I wouldn't use like emoticons, like emojis like hearts and stars. You know, it's not aligning with your ICP again. This is not something like what you should put on a men's store. So I would also change that. Okay, then the discounts, that's fine. Okay, then we click on one product to see the product page. One mistake a lot of people make is this mistake I see now. You click on a product here and you see this is first image. Then I click and okay, in this case I get the brown shoes. Maybe for other ones I get even a different color. Look, you see? So I click on these brown shoes. Here the black are selected. I see the brown and I click here on the brown and I get the black. You see? So that's also a mistake. You should always land on the same color as you chose or as you saw initially. Then you see all these dots and it means that I'm already swiped away from the first images. So if we check here, in this store it was not made. Yeah, here I have a good example. You always want to show that people are wearing it with, for example, shoes or jewelry or what it is, doesn't matter, or bags. So you can see the actual size, how it fits, and this is very important. What happened with this store is I click on the photo and I directly see a picture like this, and I think it's not even in this theme. No, it's not even possible to swipe further to the right to the first image, as you can see. Nothing happens. So then you need to scroll all the way back, and nobody will do this. So they don't see one of the most important images. And you can even put images where you put USPs or the material or whatever. So the customer knows already by just swiping, he knows already the important stuff about the product. And you don't need to read, because people don't like to read whole descriptions these days. Alright, then we have the price here, and the discount, the free shipping, The 30-day return guarantee, more than okay. The size chart, I will always put somewhere where I can choose the size. Okay, where can I choose the size? This is a huge mistake, to be honest, because I cannot choose the size anywhere. Let's see if this is, yeah, here I can. So let's just take this one as example. You have the size chart. I will always put it here at the size, not here. And this you put here a bit more up. So you change these two, and you want the size charts to be here or here. So it's next to the size picker. Then I click on the size charts. And if you're only selling to US, just take out all these EU and irrelevant sizes. It's not necessary to put them here. Next to that, you will always have people who are falling between two sizes. And what you want to do for these people is put here a sentence like, are you adopting between two sizes? Make sure you take the biggest size. Especially with boots, with shoes, you prefer them to have a little bit space left instead of too less space in the shoe, because then they literally need to return it back. And when it's a little bit bigger, in 9 of the 10 times it doesn't make any sense for them, or they just put like a bit bigger socks or wherever, but then they don't take like the decision to return them. But if they're too small, of course they cannot wear them. So always put that in the size chart. In stock, ready to ship on. This is way too small. You have to imagine maybe your ICP is a bit older and maybe they don't see that good anymore. This is way too small. Make sure this is in the same font size as the other text, so it's all clear. Sale update due to high demand during our sale on a limited number of item levels. You can still click. All right. Now that's okay. Description. Yeah. It's all fine. I would do a little bit more like guarantees or whatever, because people like to hear that. So if you can offer guarantees, put it here as well. Secure checkout is not that important, to be honest. People nowadays, when they see payment providers here, they already know that it's a secure checkout, so it's unnecessary to put there. Returns is very important. The shipping is very important, and maybe some guarantees. James and Spencer. Yeah, I don't know who's James and who's Spencer. Maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, James can be maybe a name for women, but Spencer for men for sure. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like for me, it's a bit confusing that you show a man and a woman, and also because here on this page you show an older man. So I assume that this is the owner, or this is the owner of the shop, or the one you want to build the brand identity around. And then you have here young people. So that's also for me not very logical. Then you have here reviews. What I would do is put here reviews above. And when you click on them, like for the other store, you go automatically to these reviews. So you know and you show where the reviews are based on. You may also like I said, different colors to separate the sections. This above, like I said. So yeah, what is missing is the social proof. You have some reviews here, but this is not enough. Same for the other store. Try to, per product, show actual real life photos so people see how the product is actually. That's what I would always do. And next to that, I think it's very important to show, also now with AI you can create it or whatever, to create photos from customers with the product, which can build the trust. So I would advise that as well. Then we click to the add to cart to check the cart. First of all, I don't see any upsells, which I would always recommend for this, especially for this kind of niche, because you can upsell like clothes to clean the shoe, or brushes to clean the shoe, or wherever. You can even do like a little guide as a free gift to how to maintain the quality of the shoe, those kind of things. So think about that as well, how you can higher your average order value, because just putting like some extra sale like you have here is not enough these days. And next to that, I will always show something like this as well on the product page, because people with all this information, they forget easily. Okay, then if we are here, I see here the price in red, same like the other store, and the discount in red. And here I see the discount in green and the price in black. So make sure that will stay the same. Then I have the discount, which you always want to make stand out, also in red or in green or wherever, I don't care. But now it's just hiding, it's just in black. I don't even see it clearly, because then I click on checkout, my eye falls on this part and not here. Subtotal can be total, because I think you're free shipping, so you can make total from that. You can even put here that you, again, the guarantee you give to convince the customer to go to the checkout. And that's something I would always do. Next to that, you have here the add to cart button in green, and then you have here the button in black. I would always make this the same color, so again it's recognizable and they know where to click. When they click first on a green button and then they see another green button, the mind already thinks that that's the next step. If you make it then another color, it's like subconscious, it's a bit confusing for the mind. So I will always advise to make that the same color. Then we go to order summary. This is all clear. Like the last store, same story, make just email, phone number, you put here somewhere as optional or required, and here you want to collect the emails. Then let me check, it's all good, I'm not going to test this, same story for this, you can apply the same, check the other store, which I give a review on, again, shop pay, yes, alright, save my information for fast, that's possible, and this again, now it's a blue, so it goes from green to black to blue, you know, so make sure this is also the same color. Also make, like the other store did in a good way, they created this to get extra trust. Make sure you do this here as well. So instead of just a logo, make sure you add some social proof and some guarantees to create extra trust to convince them to buy again. That's it for this store. For sure, when I watch this back, I see more and more things. But again, this is unprepared, just seeing the store and just talking out loud what I would change. Alright, so yeah, I think there are a lot of common things for all the websites. I'm not gonna talk about them all for every website, but yeah, I hope you learned something from this. If you have any website for the future, I will put a story, an Instagram story in a few weeks or 1 or 2 months maybe to review a website from one of you guys. So make sure you drop me a follow on Instagram, glenn.nieuwenhuis, and who knows, I will be reviewing your site the next time. For now, if you have any questions or any remarks, put them in the comments down below or ask them in my Instagram DM, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.